Okay, what we're doing here is I'm showing you how to set up the itinerary in Excel. You will need to, once you've finished it, copy and paste it into your Word document, into your template. But also, I need to see this with the formulas as part of the appendix at the back. So it's very important that you know how to do this. So let's look at the setup here. So we've got start location to part-time. This is all pretty similar to what's in worksheet 5 with a couple of additions. I've added the distance here. Okay, I think that's important. Also the time spent on the job. And also just a labeling system down the side here so we can refer to, part 3 of the journey or part 4 of the journey. Okay, it's important to have that there. You might have more than 5, you might have 7, I don't know, but you're going to have sections of the journey. All right, now everybody is going to start and finish at 43 Westgate Street, Wacol, because that's where the office is. That's where the depot is. So you're all going to start there. And let's say that's my finished location. I'm just going to copy it down to there, and it's not going to let me copy. There we go. All right, so that's my end location because I'm finishing the day there. Okay, so again, you might have more than 5. So you need to decide on the depart time. You might say 7 a.m., you might say 7:15, you might say 7:30. By the time everything's all ready and the ute's packed, etc., it's up to you. Okay, then you need to have some kind of a criteria that you use to pick the jobs. So you might go with the ones that pay the most. You might go with the ones that are vaguely close to each other to reduce fuel costs. You might pick the ones that are the most reliable. If you look at the stimulus at the end of the table, it's got client loyalty. 5 stars is the most loyal. So you might pick the ones that are 4 or 5 stars. You need to have that in place before you go and do this. You need to think through which ones are you going to go to. So let's say the first one you've picked is at 21 Harefield Street, Indooroopilly, which is one of them. Okay, so you will get onto Google Maps, just like you've seen before, and you'll figure out how long it's going to take to go from Wacol to Indooroopilly. So let's say you've got, 35 minutes. Okay, and let's say it's 47.6 kilometers. I have no idea what it is, but that's okay. That's the thing. Okay. You'll get these two, that one and that one, from your Google Maps screenshot. Okay, so you need to get that into hours. All right, so this is where you show off your technology skills. We're going to put a formula in. So we're just going to divide that travel time by 60 equals for start a formula. Travel time, divide 60, enter. All right, and I want that to 2 decimal places. So this little toggle switch up here is the way to go. Bang, that's how much of an hour it is. Speed is distance divided by time. So there's my distance and there's my time. Okay, so equals distance divided by time, enter. Oh, you're speeding. Anyway, but that's how it works. So then if I spent 35 minutes travel, what's that? 750, I get there. Okay. Time spent on job. Well, if according to this one, Louis Bugatti, who's at 21 Harefield Street, Indooroopilly, it'll take 30 minutes. Okay, so that's 30 minutes. All right, and then I go down here. So that's my first leg of the journey. Now, the second leg of the journey is going to start at 21 Harefield Street. Okay. So you can just simply copy and paste. And let's say your next one is going to be, 16 Tracy Street, Kenmore. Okay, 16 Tracy Street, Kenmore. Let's do that, and let's drop the font down to 9. Okay, and then you're going to do the whole thing again. But this time, if you spent 30 minutes there, your arrival time was 7:50. You need to figure out when the departure time is. You need to have, I don't know, et cetera. Okay, you need to have your Google Maps info, and then you can just copy and paste down, and that will actually figure out all that stuff for you. Okay, so copy, paste. Whoa, he's really speeding there. Okay, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so you keep on doing that until you've got the whole day done. So you need to also be back, I think it said no more than 10 hours for the day. So if you're starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, okay, you got to figure out when you need to be back. You need a maximum of 10 hours in the day. So you don't know how long this is going to take. Okay, you could have 4 jobs, you could have 5 jobs, whatever. Okay, you're not going to get more marks with more jobs, but it needs to fit into the categories that you've got. Okay, so you go and do all this. You fill the whole thing out. Then what we want is some borders around it. Okay, you could, if you really wanted to, do a bit of shading. That would be awesome. So then, once you got this finished, okay, you can just highlight the whole thing. Copy, go to Word. All right, so let's say this is part of your template then. Is it going to do it for me? Nope, there it is. All right, so there it is. Now, if you've got issues with it, fitting, then you can change fonts and you can, muck around with things. But there you go. That would be the itinerary then put into the template. Okay, so you just need to have that play around with it. You need these headings. Everyone's going to start at 43 Westgate Street, Wacol, and you're going to finish at 43 Westgate Street, Wacol. You need to decide on the part-time. You need to decide on what jobs you're going to go to beforehand, and that needs a criteria. You're not just going to randomly pick them, because part of your justification is you're going to state why you picked those jobs. Again, you could go highest earnings, you could go best customer loyalty, you could go the shortest jobs. It's up to you. You just need to state which one you're going with and then stick to it. Okay, that's how you do the itinerary.